Hello viewers, this video is brought to you by Banarsidas Chandiwala Institute of Professional Studies. Here we will discuss about the role of statistics in management. Before going into the topic, I would like to give a brief introduction about the institute. Banarsidas Chandiwala Institute of Professional Studies is established under the aegis of Sri Banarsidas Chandiwala Seva Smarak Trust Society. Sri Banarsidas Chandiwala Seva Smarak Trust Society was established in 1952 by Sri Brij Krishan Chandiwala in the memory of his father, late Sri Banarsidas Chandiwala, who was a great freedom fighter and a close associate of Sri Mahatma Gandhi ji. He was also honored with Padma Shri in the year 1963 for his devotion and contribution in the field of social services. Today, the society is running various healthcare and educational institutes. Banarsidas Chandiwala Institute of Professional Studies offers management program in MBA and BBA affiliated to Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University, Delhi. Admission in MBA is through CAT 2019 followed by CMAT 2020. Admission is also possible through CET conducted by GGS IPU only if the seats remain vacant after admissions through CAT and CMAT. Admission in BBA is through CET conducted by GGS IPU. Last date of registration for admission in this academic session 2020 for Common Entrance Test CET is 25th May 2020. In the MBA program, BCIPS offers specializations in marketing, finance, human resource management, information technology, international business. In the present scenario, we make our students equipped to take on the challenges of the industry, thereby making them stand out in the eyes of the recruiter. We also make the students utilize this period to enhance their qualification and skill set. Let me explain briefly why MBA in IT is most sought after today. We know business runs on information and informations are passed through technologies. MBA in IT helps a person to use appropriate IT tools to increase the growth and development of business. It also helps a candidate to configure business strategies successfully, thereby creating industrial benchmark and setting the operational goals. The major career options associated with MBA IT are software developer, IT consultant, application developer. Now, coming back to the topic on the role of statistics in management. Firstly, I would like to quote the famous British writer H.G. Wells, who once said that statistical thinking will one day be as necessary for efficient citizenship as the ability to read and write. My dear friends, this can't be more relevant now than ever. The main purpose of making this video is to create awareness about the statistical technique and their application in real world problems. This video will also show how statistics has become an integral part of decision making, thereby enhancing the productivity and the economic growth. We all know statistics is an art of collecting, classifying, tabulating, interpreting, and summarizing the numerical data. Statistics is classified into two types: descriptive statistics and inferential statistics. Descriptive statistics. It summarizes the already existing data. The primary tools applied here are measures of central tendency and measures of variation. In inferential statistics, first we'll do analysis on a sample and then inferences are made about the whole population. The primary tools applied here are estimation, and hypothesis testing. Before proceeding further, I would like to mention that applying these techniques has become easier with the help of Excel Solver add-on in MS Excel. Now we'll discuss what is measures of central tendency. Measure of central tendency gives the center of the data. It is nothing but a middle value around which the data are clustered. The three major measures of central tendency are mean, which gives the average of the entire data, median, which gives the midpoint of the distribution, and third one, mode, which gives the maximum number of times a value is repeated in the given data set. Now, coming on to the applications of central tendency. The values of central tendency are used to analyze the number of business related areas like payroll in HR, expenditure and revenue in finance, profit margin and sales in marketing. It also helps to propose new strategies for business leader. As an example, let us consider this case. To determine the rise in payroll cost, the measure of central tendency median is used. It gives the pattern at which there is an increase in the salary due to high wage levels available with the firm. This information could help a business to alter its pay structure to achieve better balance between compensation and savings. Let us discuss now about measures of dispersion. It describes how far the data are spread from the center. The various measures of dispersion are range, quartile deviation, mean deviation, and standard deviation. Among all the measures, standard deviation is the prominent measure which is widely used in analysis. The major reason for measuring variability is the customers generally do not judge on averages but on the variability in each of their transactions. Consider this example. In order to check the risk of an investment made, we can use the measure of variation, standard deviation. When the standard deviation is high, it is more riskier to make investment. Hence, this measure helps the investor to decide. Now, coming on to the inferential statistics. The first tool we are going to discuss is estimation. It is a process of making judgment about the population parameters, namely mean and standard deviation. There are two types of estimations, point estimation and interval estimation. In point estimation, we find the single best value for the population parameter. In interval estimation, we are allowed to fix a fixed range for the population parameter with a certain degree of confidence. The tools used in point estimation are maximum likelihood test and Bayesian method. Maximum likelihood estimation is a technique which is used to estimate the parameters of a population irrespective of the characteristics of its distribution. Bayesian methods are used to determine how a change in interest rate would affect the value of stock market index. Some of the real-world application of interval estimation is in budget forecasting and in risk management. In budget forecasting, it is used to estimate both revenue and cost with a fixed confidence interval. Using this interval, a business can make important financial decisions. In risk management, confidence intervals are used to manage risk. For example, if a company predicts with 95% confidence interval the sales in units for the next fiscal year, there is still a chance of achieving above or below the target with 5% risk. By analyzing this risk beforehand, the business can manage the risk accordingly. Now, we will discuss the second widely used technique of hypothesis testing and its applications. It is a step-by-step process of finding whether the stated hypothesis is true or not. It helps us to study the effects they produce on business by testing different theories. In finance, it is used to identify the amount of investment to make and also to analyze whether that investment is going to give satisfactory return or not. It is also helpful in focusing on measures to produce fruitful effects rather than wasting time on initiatives. No discussion about statistical techniques in management is complete without correlation and regression analysis. So let us consider first correlation. It measures the strength of linear relationship between two quantitative variables. We say there exists a positive correlation if both variables move in the same direction. For example, sales and profit. We say there exists a negative correlation between the variables if the increase in one variable corresponds to the decrease in the other. The example of this could be demand and price. The most valuable use of correlation is in predicting the future direction of business. Some of the real world application of correlation are in projections and in performance measure. By identifying a correlation between behavior of consumer and events and the particular product or a service, marketer and a salesperson can boost their business and profit. If a pattern shows that employee performance increases with the timely implementation of bonus, then it helps in the overall production of the firm. Now let's see what is regression analysis. Regression analysis is a technique for determining the statistical relationship between variables where a change in dependent variable is associated with a change in one or more independent variables. The primary focus of regression is in forecasting and optimization of business. Apart from predicting the future demand, it helps in manufacturing and delivery processes too. Some of the major applications of regression model are in predicting future and in optimization of business. Coming to predicting futures, let us consider the case in marketing. Regression analysis helps to assess the advertisement cost based on number of viewership of an event. In finance, insurance companies heavily depend on regression analysis to estimate the premiums and policy amount. Also, in financial analysis, it is useful to predict the effect of change in GDP on sales. Let us discuss some of the real-world examples in optimization of business process. First, let us consider in baking industry. A factory manager might build a model using regression to assess the relationship between oven temperature and shelf life of the baked cookies. In a call center, a manager will assess the relationship between the average wait time of callers and the number of complaints made by using regression analysis. From these examples, we can very well say over the years, regression has become an indispensable tool for managers. On a concluding note, I hope this video throw a light on the need for statistical thinking to become a successful manager in future. We hope that it has served the purpose for which this video is being made. Let me give the brief introduction about the BCAPS IT department. The IT team comprises of Mr. Prashant Kumar, Ms. Neha Singh, Ms. Pooja Yadav and Ms. M. Bhuvaneshwari, who all are having more than a decade of teaching experience. This video is made entirely for educational purpose. Thank you to all the viewers.